This is another Tomos Handy Hints video. Today I'm testing an ignition coil of a 12 volt Tomos A3. It's the same coil used on the A35 up until the point they went to electronic ignition, and it's a different type of coil. So what you want to do is connect your black probe of your multi-tester to this white wire. Don't connect it to this because this hasn't got any internal connection to the coil like you might find on some ignition coils. Then set your multi-tester to the lowest scale, which is 200 ohms on this multi-tester, and then put it there. Got a reading of 1.2 ohms, 0.1. That's the primary coil. To test the secondary coil, which is that one, secondary winding, sorry, set it to 20 kilo ohms, and put it on the secondary, and we got a reading of 7.88 kilo ohms. So you always have a low resistance reading on the primary and a high on the secondary, because the secondary's got many more turns of wire in it. If you try and do the same test with the black wire connected to there, you'll get no reading whatsoever because there's no internal connection. So that's why that's got a little ring terminal on it. It goes through there, so when it's connected to the frame of the bike, it completes the circuit. If you don't get a reading on either of these, the coil is no good. You're more than likely not to get a reading on the secondary than the primary, due to the windings being a lot smaller diameter wire, because it has to be to get the same amount in the same space as the primary. So there you go. Another little hint tip I have for you is, if you've got an A3 or A35 with a front headlamp cowl and a speedometer like that, you'll know that it is an absolute pain trying to change any of the bulbs, replace a broken speedo cable, that kind of thing. So what I do is I unbolt the top yoke, undo the two bolts at the top of the forks and the one on the steering stem, lift the whole lot off as an assembly, put like an old towel or t-shirt on your tank and rest it on the tank. And what you can do then is just slide the whole cowl and speedometer assembly up off the top of the forks, and then you can then get your hand up underneath, change bulbs, replace the speedo cable, that kind of thing. Once you're finished, slide it back down again and just replace the top yoke, do the bolts back up again, and you're good to go. It's a lot easier than trying to get your hand underneath to do it. Sadly I can't do that with the trike because it's got upside down forks, so the parts that the headlamp cowl is mounted to are fixed in place, they don't move. So when I come to finish the wiring on that, I'm going to have to basically disassemble the whole lot, do it and put it back in place again. Bit of a potch, but I hope the tip with the right side up forks saves you a bit of time. So there we go. Thanks for watching.